Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly sat alone, just you and your thoughts? No distractions, no scrolling, no noise. You see, we live in a world that glorifies being busy, connected, always on. But let me tell you something powerful. Being alone isn't just a state of being, it's a tool. It's a superpower. In today's world, we are constantly connected to our phones, to social media, to work emails, and to the endless demands of others. Yet, amidst all this connection, we often lose touch with the most important connection of all, the one we have with ourselves. When was the last time you truly checked in with who you are, what you want, and what you need? Being alone gives you the space and the silence to reconnect with yourself on a deep level, and that is where true growth begins. Solitude allows you to strip away the noise of the world. It creates a buffer between you and the opinions, expectations, and judgments of others. In this space, you get to hear your own voice clearly. What do you believe? What matters to you? This clarity is the foundation of self-awareness, a crucial step toward living an authentic and fulfilling life. When you spend time alone, you gain the rare opportunity to confront your inner dialogue. Those moments of stillness are like holding up a mirror to your soul. You see the truth of your thoughts, fears, and desires, things that often get drowned out by the constant chatter of daily life. It's not always comfortable, but it's necessary. Growth begins when you're willing to face what's inside. Being alone also helps you understand your personal values and priorities. What are the non-negotiables in your life? What are the things you're pursuing just because someone else said you should? In solitude, you can sort through these questions and get honest with yourself. This clarity allows you to realign your actions with your true purpose, leading to a life of greater satisfaction and meaning. Time alone is where you rediscover your passions. When you're free from distractions, your mind naturally drifts toward the things that light you up. What do you love? What activities make you lose track of time? Solitude gives you the chance to reconnect with these joys, which might have been buried under the weight of responsibilities and routines. Solitude also fosters a deeper sense of self-acceptance. Without the need to perform or please others, you can fully embrace who you are, flaws and all. It's in these quiet moments that you realize you don't need to be perfect to be worthy of love and respect. This self-acceptance becomes the foundation for greater confidence and emotional resilience. When you connect with yourself, you also develop a stronger sense of intuition. The more you listen to your inner voice, the better you become at recognizing what feels right and what doesn't. This intuitive clarity helps you make decisions with confidence, without second-guessing or seeking external validation. Finally, solitude deepens your relationship with your emotions. Instead of numbing or avoiding them, you learn to sit with your feelings and understand what they're telling you. Joy, sadness, anger, fear, all of these emotions have a purpose. When you give yourself the space to process them, you become emotionally intelligent, capable of navigating life's ups and downs with grace and strength. Clarity and focus are rare gifts in a world filled with constant noise and distractions. We are bombarded daily by notifications, obligations, and endless streams of information vying for our attention. It's easy to feel pulled in 1,000 directions, unsure of where to go or what to prioritize. Solitude offers a sanctuary from this chaos, allowing you to recalibrate and see the path ahead with crystal clear vision. When you take the time to be alone, you remove yourself from the noise that clouds your thoughts. It's like stepping out of a storm into a quiet room. The mental fog starts to lift and you begin to see things as they truly are, not as they've been shaped by external pressures. This clarity helps you identify what truly matters in your life and what's simply noise that can be let go. In moments of solitude, your mind is free to focus on the big questions. What are your goals? What are the steps you need to take to get there? Without the distractions of others' opinions or the urgency of endless tasks, you can think deeply and strategically about your life. This ability to focus is what transforms dreams into actionable plans. Solitude also sharpens your ability to prioritize. When you're alone, you can step back and evaluate all the competing demands on your time and energy. Which ones align with your purpose? Which ones are draining you without offering any real value? By identifying your true priorities, you become more intentional with how you allocate your resources. Focus is like a muscle, and solitude is the gym where you train it. In the quiet, you practice directing your attention to a single thought or task without being pulled away by interruptions. This practice strengthens your ability to concentrate, not just when you're alone, but also in the noisy, fast-paced world we live in. Over time, you find it easier to stay present and fully engaged in whatever you're doing. Solitude helps you eliminate decision fatigue. When you're constantly surrounded by stimuli, even small decisions can feel overwhelming. But in the stillness of being alone, you have the mental bandwidth to think things through clearly and make choices with confidence. This clarity allows you to move forward with a sense of direction and purpose, rather than feeling paralyzed by indecision. Another powerful aspect of solitude is how it refines your vision for the future. When you take the time to step away from distractions, you can visualize your goals with greater precision. What does success look like to you? What steps do you need to take to achieve it? In these moments of focus, you begin to see the pieces of the puzzle fall into place, and your path forward becomes more defined. Clarity and focus also bring a sense of calm. When your mind isn't racing in a million directions, you can approach challenges with a sense of control and confidence. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can respond thoughtfully, knowing that your actions are aligned with your values and goals. This sense of inner peace becomes a powerful foundation for everything else you do. Emotional resilience is the strength to weather life's storms and come out stronger on the other side. It's the ability to navigate challenges, setbacks, and disappointments without losing your sense of self or direction. Spending time alone is one of the most effective ways to develop this inner strength because it forces you to confront your emotions, process them, and emerge with a greater sense of control over your inner world. When you are alone, there's no one to distract you from your feelings. This might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's where true resilience begins. Instead of running away from pain, fear, or frustration, solitude teaches you to sit with these emotions and understand them. This process builds emotional endurance, enabling you to face difficult situations with grace and composure. Solitude gives you the time and space to process past experiences. Life often moves too quickly for us to fully digest what we've been through. Unresolved emotions can linger and weigh us down, affecting our ability to move forward. In moments of quiet reflection, you can revisit these experiences, unpack their lessons, and release the emotional baggage you've been carrying. Being alone also strengthens your ability to self-soothe. Instead of relying on external sources like people, substances, or distractions to feel better, you learn to comfort and support yourself. This self-reliance creates a deep sense of emotional stability. No matter what happens around you, you know you have the tools within to handle it. Solitude helps you build a healthier relationship with failure. When you face setbacks, it's easy to spiral into self-doubt or blame when surrounded by external pressures. But when you spend time alone, you can approach failure with a clearer perspective. You begin to see it not as a reflection of your worth, but as a valuable teacher guiding you toward growth and improvement. Time alone also fosters patience and tolerance for uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, and resilience often hinges on your ability to stay calm when things don't go as planned. In solitude, you practice sitting with uncertainty, letting go of the need for immediate answers or solutions. This practice builds your capacity to remain steady and grounded, even when life feels chaotic. Solitude teaches you to manage your emotional triggers. Without the distractions of others, you can observe your patterns more clearly. What sets you off? What calms you down? Understanding these triggers allows you to respond to emotional situations more intentionally rather than reacting impulsively. Over time, this awareness becomes a powerful tool for maintaining emotional balance. Lastly, being alone helps you cultivate gratitude and perspective. When you step back from the hustle and bustle of daily life, you gain a clearer view of the bigger picture. You start to appreciate the strengths you've developed and the progress you've made, even in the face of adversity. This shift in perspective fuels a sense of inner resilience, reminding you of your ability to overcome whatever comes your way. Creativity and problem solving are skills that thrive in moments of solitude. When you're alone, free from distractions and external input, your mind has the space to wander, explore, and connect ideas in ways it can't when bombarded with noise. This mental freedom is the foundation of innovation and the key to overcoming challenges with fresh perspectives. Solitude allows your mind to enter a state of deep reflection. Unlike multitasking or reacting to constant interruptions, this quiet time lets you focus fully on a single idea or problem. In this focused state, your brain starts to process information more effectively, making connections that were previously hidden. This is often when breakthroughs happen, seemingly out of nowhere. When you're alone, you also have the chance to access your subconscious mind. Many of the best ideas come from this deeper level of thinking, which operates beneath your conscious awareness. By giving yourself time to daydream, reflect, or even sit in silence, you create the conditions for these insights to surface naturally. Solitude nurtures curiosity, which is essential for creativity. Without the pressure to conform to others' expectations or the fear of judgment, you're free to ask questions, explore possibilities, and experiment with new approaches. This sense of freedom unleashes your imagination and encourages you to think outside the box, leading to innovative solutions. Being alone also helps you break free from habitual thinking patterns. When you're constantly influenced by others, it's easy to fall into the trap of groupthink or stick to familiar ways of doing things. Solitude gives you the opportunity to challenge your assumptions, reframe problems, and consider alternative perspectives that might not have occurred to you in a group setting. Problem solving in solitude allows you to work at your own pace. Without the pressure to keep up with others or meet external deadlines, you can fully immerse yourself in the challenge at hand. This immersion often leads to more thorough and creative solutions because you're able to explore every angle without feeling rushed or constrained. Solitude also enhances your ability to visualize solutions. When you're alone, you can take the time to mentally simulate different scenarios, testing out ideas in your mind before implementing them. This process helps you refine your approach, anticipate potential obstacles, and build a clearer roadmap for success. Finally, spending time alone cultivates the resilience needed for creative problem solving. Tackling challenges often requires patience, persistence, and the ability to embrace uncertainty. In solitude, you develop the mental discipline to stick with a problem, experiment with different strategies, and stay focused until you find a solution that works. True confidence isn't built on applause or external validation, it's rooted in an unshakable belief in yourself. It's the knowledge that no matter what life throws at you, you can handle it. Solitude is one of the most powerful tools for cultivating this kind of confidence because it allows you to discover and trust your inner strength, free from the influence of others' opinions. When you're alone, you learn to rely on yourself. There's no one to offer reassurance or make decisions for you. This might feel unsettling at first, but over time it teaches you that you're capable of standing on your own 2 feet. Each decision you make, each problem you solve, reinforces your self-trust and strengthens your belief in your abilities. Solitude also provides the space to reflect on your accomplishments. In the hustle of daily life, we often move from one task to the next without taking time to acknowledge what we've achieved. Alone, you can look back at your progress, recognize your hard work, and build a sense of pride in what you've done. This recognition is a powerful confidence booster. Spending time alone allows you to confront your fears and insecurities. Without the distractions of external voices, you can dig deep and address the doubts that hold you back. This process isn't easy, but it's transformative. By facing your inner critic head-on, you start to dismantle its power over you and replace it with a stronger, more compassionate inner voice. True confidence also comes from knowing yourself. In solitude, you can explore your values, passions, and strengths without worrying about fitting into someone else's expectations. This self-awareness creates a solid foundation for confidence because you're no longer trying to be someone you're not. Instead, you're embracing and celebrating who you truly are. When you're alone, you also have the chance to practice self-validation. Rather than seeking approval from others, you learn to affirm your own worth and celebrate your own successes. This shift from external to internal validation is a key aspect of true confidence. It means you no longer depend on others to feel good about yourself. You carry that sense of worth within. Solitude helps you develop resilience, which is a crucial component of confidence. Life is full of challenges, and knowing you can navigate them on your own builds a deep sense of trust in your abilities. Each time you overcome a difficulty in solitude, you prove to yourself that you're capable, resourceful, and strong enough to handle whatever comes your way. Finally, spending time alone fosters a sense of authenticity. When you're not influenced by the expectations or judgments of others, you can align your actions with your true self. This alignment creates a sense of integrity and self-respect, both of which are essential for lasting confidence. Authenticity allows you to show up in the world without hesitation, knowing that you're living in alignment with your values and purpose. Recharging and renewal are vital for maintaining both physical and mental well-being, and solitude provides the perfect environment for this process. In the constant hustle and noise of daily life, we often neglect the need to pause and replenish our energy. Time spent alone acts as a sanctuary, allowing you to disconnect from the demands of the outside world and reconnect with yourself. When you step away from the chaos, you give your mind the chance to rest. Just like your body needs sleep to recover, your mind needs moments of stillness to reset. Solitude quiets the constant chatter and overstimulation, giving your brain the opportunity to recharge and regain clarity. This mental renewal enhances focus, creativity, and overall productivity. Solitude also helps reduce emotional fatigue. Interacting with others, while fulfilling, can sometimes be draining, especially if you're constantly giving your energy to meet their needs. When you're alone, you can turn your attention inward, nurturing your own emotions and refilling your emotional reserves. This self-care strengthens your ability to show up for others without feeling depleted. Physical renewal often goes hand in hand with solitude. Being alone gives you the freedom to tune into your body's needs, whether that's rest, movement, or nourishment. Without external distractions, you're more likely to listen to the signals your body is sending and take the steps necessary to restore your physical energy and health. Spending time alone also fosters a sense of balance. In the rush to accomplish tasks and meet deadlines, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. Solitude allows you to step back, reflect, and reassess your priorities. This perspective helps you let go of unnecessary stressors and focus on what truly matters, creating a sense of renewal that extends into every aspect of your life. Renewal through solitude is not just about rest, it's also about rediscovering joy. When you're alone, free from distractions, you can reconnect with activities that bring you happiness and fulfillment. Whether it's reading, journaling, or simply enjoying the peace of nature, these moments of pure enjoyment recharge your spirit and remind you of life's beauty. Solitude also provides the space for personal growth and transformation. In the quiet, you can reflect on your experiences, learn from them, and set intentions for the future. This process of introspection allows you to shed old patterns, embrace new possibilities, and step into a renewed version of yourself, ready to face the world with fresh energy and perspective. Finally, being alone creates the perfect conditions for reconnecting with your inner peace. In the absence of noise and distractions, you can cultivate mindfulness and a deeper sense of presence. This inner stillness not only recharges your energy, but also anchors you in the moment, allowing you to approach life's challenges with a calm and centered mindset.